You're listening to I-95, Bangor's classic rock station with Jay Stu and Corey in the morning. Jay Stu and Corey rock.
I-95, Bangor's classic rock station at 95.7 FM. Jay Stu and Corey here today. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year. Yeah. We made it. We're here.
Is that what happened? We made it?
After all, we made it. We survived.
Thank God.
Till today. Yeah.
I wasn't worried about it. Although we did get, it's funny, I was in southern Maine. I went down there, and my wife couldn't join me until the weekend. And she's like, she was going to come down, I think, Saturday. And she's like, I'm not coming. She's like, it's snowing everywhere. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what are you talking about? You know, down there was nothing. We had, like, it sprinkled a little, and that was it.
It wasn't super bad here. I mean, there were some places that got...
Remember where I live.
I know. You're in the snow globe.
So we got, like... I mean, it wasn't much, but I don't blame her for not wanting to drive in it or whatever. You know what I mean? But it was just like...
that I agree with.
Yeah, we got, like, the better part of 2 inches at my house, where everybody else got, you know, it was barely enough to settle the leaves in the yard kind of deal. So,
and I hear more is coming. And I've got to get the bikes out of the dang garage so I can get that snowblower. We've been lucky so far.
Well, it's funny, though. Like, I looked yesterday at the forecast because we're, you know, allegedly going to get some this weekend. And yesterday on the forecast, it looked like we could get a foot by the time it was all over. This morning, it looks like we're going to get 2 to 6 inches. So it's just like, we're not going to know until it gets here and until it does its thing. You know.
I know.
I don't believe...
I don't trust nature right now. After the crap she just put us through, I'm like, all right, I'm waiting. Right. I mean, we lost power yesterday, and I was like, for what? And then I realized it was a phone, like a car versus pole thing.
Yeah.
But I was like, are you kidding me?
I can't blame the weathermen. It's not their fault, you know. But at the same time, you want to just, you know, grab Mother Nature by the hair and just be like, why? Why? Why?
Shaker,
why are you doing this?
What is happening?
Why are you doing this stuff?
Why do you hate me so much?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Oh. Anyway. Did we bother with the math? I was going to say, did we bother? I can't remember. It was like a month
Yes,
ago.
we did, because it took me forever to realize what it was, and then I realized I'm a dumbass. It's New Year's Day from U2. That was yours.
Oh, naturally.
I could not. I'm like, I know it was something to do with new. What would it possibly be? It's like the only other song we have aside from the one that I picked, which was I Want a New Drug. So a New Year's Day drug.
From Newey Lewis.
Exactly. So I Want a New Drug and New Year's Day. Those are your picks. 9919713. You can hit us up on Facebook. You can hit us up on the app. We are on all the places we usually are for now.
Yeah.
Until Mother Nature kicks us back off the air or whatever.
That's what she does. Let's kick it up with some Tom Petty right now on I-95. I-95, Jay Stu and Corey on Bangor's classic rock station, 95.7 FM. So how was your birthday? I saw some photos here and there, but what was the...
It started off with an awesome virtual birthday party on the air. That was a blast.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that was a good time. And then our friend Katie, we had plans just the two of us to go out. I'd had a birthday lunch with our buddy Tom the day before, which was fun and chill. And then Katie, who was a work friend that you and I both know quite well. And every time we go out together, we end up in trouble.
Oh, no, I can't imagine how that would work.
Yeah, so actually, it was good. We had a bunch of people from work kind of showed up, which is, again, being in that abyss time in between Christmas and New Year's, I don't get to have celebrations like that. She showed up and she had a sash and a crown for me, and she's like, "You're putting these on?" And I went, "Oh boy, here we go."
Oh, I just thought you brought your own.
No. No, that was fun. So yeah, we went out and I think we bar hopped a couple of different places and ended up with the other guy next door. Thank God when we ended up at the tavern, they had just shut karaoke down because there probably would have been way more horrible pictures or videos.
Well, that's a bummer.
Yeah, that was, but I appreciated the fact that, you know, everybody was awesome and we had a good time and laughs. And then the next day I went to go see our friends Dakota at Poorhouse with my brother from another mother, my old bandmate. And God, we had a blast. And Vinny and his beautiful wife gave me some birthday drinks. So it was a fun weekend. I've never celebrated it that way. Usually it's like, here's this thing I made in art class, Mom. Let's have some cocoa. So
did Jolene make you dance?
Nope.
I'm surprised.
She tried.
She tried. All right.
Awful lot. She did.
Yep. And
but
now she
I am-
likes you less. I'm just saying. Just so you
It's
know.
okay. I'm not. I'm very upfront with my. I'm not a good dancer, so I don't really dance situation, and I sit well, and I
Hey.
wave, and I smile, and I hug, and I don't. She's one that is all about that fun stuff too. So it's fine. It's fine.
Well, it sounds like a wonderful, wonderful birthday.
And then New Year's, I got to see. They tried to drop the ball, and it had like a technical difficulty for a minute, and then I think we dropped it like 35, maybe a minute late. But
Sweet.
we rang in 2024.
Actually,
downtown,
that kind of works
so.
out because it's a leap year. So, why not add a little extra time right up front?
It was good. How was yours? You were down in Southern Maine. Nothing terrible happened.
Oh, no. I mean, well, you remember before Thanksgiving. Not that I've talked a lot about it on air, but my best friend's wife was in a unbelievably horrible car accident, and she's okay. She's actually doing wonderful. So I mostly went down and hung out with my friend, and we spent plenty of time at the hospital because she'll be in there for, I don't know, a couple more months. She's going out into rehab and stuff. But by the time actual New Year's Eve rolled around, it was just me and K-Stu and Nick, just the three of us.
Aw.
Ringing in the new year, and we
That's
did
cool.
the traditional thing. We've done this for the last 7 years in a row, where at 10:56 p.m. and 40 seconds, you turn on "In the Air Tonight" by Phil Collins, and right at midnight, do 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 do. So it works out just fine. The big drum fill comes in.
Very nice. All
So-
right. Well, there you go.
We were going to do the Forrest Gump one. Apparently, if you start Forrest Gump at a certain time, you get to ring in the new year with Lieutenant Dan. But whatever. Anyway,
Life goals.
let's get some votes in for the matchup. I know we're all off to kind of a start today.
I know.
So-
I know. It should have been an obligatory extra holiday today to
Yeah.
recover from yesterday.
We're more like leaking in the new year instead of bringing in the new year. So get your
It's
votes
oozing
in.
in at a slow crawl.
Yeah,
Ugh.
yeah. All right, let's do it. Morning music matchup. I-95. I-95. Jay Stu and Corey on Bangor's classic rock station. In the brand new year, it's a brand new day. It's very cold outside. It's 13 over here on the Acme Road this morning.
Fire's been going all night here because it got chilly in the house, even with the heat on.
Yep.
Not a fun way. And you said there could or could not be a chance of some snow this weekend. So if you've got some time and can do some prep, then you can be like me and you can jinx it out of the snow. I feel like once I'm ready, we won't get any snow.
Well, and it's going to be a mess because I'm looking at the extended forecast. Okay, not that. We got Mother Fecca coming up here in just a couple minutes with our actual forecast for the next couple days. Excuse me,
Sure,
but as
he
I was
appreciates that you call him that too.
whatever. He doesn't strike me as someone who listens to our morning show because he's busy doing the news, Corey.
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah, that's true. That's true.
I was looking at my weather app on my phone, which, gets all its information from the National Weather Service, so it's no big deal. And next week, we could get a little snow this weekend, a lot of snow. We'll see when it actually is all over. But then we're going to run into that situation again where all of a sudden the temperatures are going to jack up and
No.
we're going to get rain.
No.
So I don't think it'll be enough to kill all the snow. And it's not going to be a storm like we had last week or anything like that. No high winds or anything, but it's still weird that we can't just get some snow, keep some snow, have some wind, and I'm sure we will. We don't have that kind of luck. We're not Florida yet, but it'll
I don't know. I
happen.
saw a great meme that was like, "Oh, are we just not doing winter this year?" Okay, great.
Yeah. When I lived in Southern Maine, there was one year where it snowed once, and that was it. Yeah, well, let me rephrase that. We'd get some sprinkles and stuff here, flurries. Mm-hmm. But as far as an actual storm, we got one storm that dumped about 6 inches, right before Christmas. So there was actually a white Christmas, and then it melted, and it literally never snowed
Are you sure
again.
this
the rest
wasn't
of
a
the winter.
dream?
No. We all talk about it all the time. It was the weirdest winter ever. It would rain, but it just never got real cold. We had some cold snaps, but no snow.
right.
It was bizarre.
All right. Well, our morning music matchup to start 2024 is also bizarre. It's New Year's Day from U2, and I Want a New Drug from Huey Lewis, and people are ready to do drugs this morning.
Well, I feel like there are people. Or
That's
we're
all you
their
can say
people.
to it. All right. Sounds good.
We're all those
so
things.
It looks like, unless the U2 fans wake up and all vote at once, we might be listening to some Huey Lewis soon. So hold tight.
You ever hear Weird Al's version of that song? Of Huey Lewis? He did
I
one
can't
called
remember
I
what it
Want
was.
a New Duck.
Duck.
Yeah. And he listed off like had to be
All
a
the
couple
duck.
dozen breeds of duck over the course of the song. It was amazing.
I couldn't name you aside from like. Wait, no, I can't name you any actually, really, of
There's
ducks.
a mallard.
Oh, I kept thinking marlin. I was like, that's a fish. Don't say that out loud. Okay.
A marlin. Yes. The flat-billed
I knew it was some
marlin.
of
I
them.
love those. Yeah. I mean, they do have kind of a bill. A marlin
All right.
does.
Well,
but
yeah. Well, okay.
So you were-
that's why I didn't go with that one because I knew I wasn't right.
so if I were a teacher, maybe I'd pass you out of pity. I'd be like, well, you did have a thing on the front of their face, so I'll give you that.
Hey, I'm not. Ducks are not my thing.
Neither
I like them.
fish, apparently. So that's
I didn't say it because I knew that was a fish. I was convinced of that.
you and both are aquatic animals.
They live in the water.
So in the broad scape, since it's New
And
Year,
I know that
your
Merlin
birthday,
is a wizard. So it's like,
all right, you
there
got that
was
one right.
somewhere in there. I knew there was something that sounded like, listen, man, it's the day after New Year's.
Yeah,
Cut
good for you.
me some slack, okay? Give me some slack.
Nah. All right, we got to wrap up the matchup. Last votes right here. If you want U2 to win, you got to come alive right now on I-95. I-95. Jay Stu and Corey on Bangor's classic rock station. Hanging out today, cranking up the tunes, doing the stuff, doing well, all.
First official workday of 2024. Still have my Christmas cards to send out. That's fun. Had to wait for an address book to show up.
The word work days, I find that threatening.
Well, I'm sorry.
It's like, no, don't say that.
It's what we're doing right now. It is January. We're kicking off a new year. Of course, you said yourself, I totally forgot it was a leap year this year. So February is one day longer this year.
Yep, which it's so arbitrary. I love it. It's just like daylight saving time. But apparently 300 years ago, what was it? Did Ben Franklin come up with that idea too? I think he did, actually. I think he invented leap year.
Great.
So he loves to mess with all our time stuff. I don't have that in front of me to verify that, but I'll double check. Because, I fact check everything I say.
Well, we know how intelligent I am today as far as with ducks go. So let's.
Right.
Okay, I'm going to Google it right now. Did Ben Franklin screw up the calendar?
Well, thanks for that. What I thought we might want to get to instead real quick. Well, no, we're going to dig into this. When we come back, we're going to get you set up because we've had a ton of tickets that we were giving away at the end of the year. And then, of course, we had the big storm and stuff happen and then the holidays. So we kind of had to push the pause button on all of that. And we're going to come back to that today. So
Do you want to know
week,
the answer to that question?
am I right or am I wrong?
It was actually Caesar who came up with it.
Okay, cool.
According to the interwebs, Benjamin Franklin wasn't the creator of leap year. It was Julius Caesar.
Even better.
A
And
little
that's why
before his
everybody
time.
stabbed him. They're like, you can't just add a day.
Screw you, Caesar. No.
Well, think about it. It was like 2 weeks after the 29th of February. Imagine how enraged people were. They're just like, I can't believe he added a day. Seriously, he added a day.
Yep,
And it took
okay.
2 weeks to figure out how they were going to stab him.
If you're listening and you're a child, don't listen to us for your actual historical accuracy.
Your Roman history?
Or any kind of information on ducks, because we're not the experts.
As far as we're concerned, Caesar is a salad. So a salad.
Such a good salad.
Invented leap
such
year.
a good salad. Love that salad.
All right. Well, we're going to give away, to picking up where we left off, we're going to start this week. We're going to give away some Bret Michaels tickets.
Nice.
So we have, I'm cooking up a little way to give those away here. And we'll talk about that when we come away.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Coming to the next break. So right now, let's rock out with Steppenwolf. I-95. Jay Stu and Corey on Bangor's classic rock station. So Bret Michaels coming to town. When is that? Is that at the end of the summer or towards the...
That's going to be September 1st.
Oh, that is literally the end of the summer.
Yep. So he's going to be in town with Warren, Firehouse, and Dee Snider.
Sure. That's going to be
Want to
great.
send somebody there. A bunch of somebodies, in fact.
Yes. This morning, we have an opportunity with so many bands on that bill that we can kind of, maybe run a couple different themes this morning for fun. I was thinking today we could do true or false poisonous animals.
Okay.
Like, I got this one that I'm looking at. And if you were listening a couple weeks ago and remembered some random trivia, you might even have
I don't
a
think
leg
it was
up
a couple
on this
weeks ago. I think
conversation.
it was like just a few days ago.
I-
Because if it's the one I
it's all
think
the
you're
same.
talking about, I think.
It was
I
last
know.
year.
True. You're not wrong about that.
So, or there was another option that I was thinking that we could run instead. But it's going to be a surprise. I'm just saying, if you were listening, you might have that. But, at the same time, we could change it up at the last minute and
Okay.
make it difficult. So all you have to do, we'll decide as the phone is ringing. You and I will make a game time decision about which animal we want to run here.
Okay.
And then someone on the other end is going to suffer. So,
Fantastic.
so if you want to win some Bret Michaels, Warrant, Firehouse, Dee Snider tickets, did I leave anyone out?
Nope.
Oh, wow, I can't believe it. I used my memory today and it worked. Huh. I would not have believed it. All right, so 991-9713, if you want to play true or false poison animals today, that's how you're going to win your tickets to see Bret Michaels, I-95. Hi, who's this?
This is Melinda.
Melinda, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
We're pretty good, I think, generally speaking.
Yes, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
So, I'm assuming you would like to win some Bret Michaels tickets this morning.
I'd love to.
All right. Here's the thing. You're going to have to guess whether or not the animal that I'm about to tell you is actually a poisonous animal or not, because it could be and it might not be. Do you think you can, you get a 50-50 chance either way. You know what I mean? True or false. You want to play along?
Yes, I do.
All right. So this animal, is it poisonous? True or false? The platypus.
True.
Yeah.
Yay!
Well, how about
Wouldn't have thought
that?
it, would you?
They got a weird
The
spike.
platypus is poisonous?
Yeah, they get a weird spike on the back of their leg that if it gets you, like you're in trouble. Like you're in deep caca.
Well, good to know.
Well, thank God they're in Australia, where everything wants to kill you anyway.
Right?
So it's fine, That's why I love Australia.
You go and enjoy that. I'm never going there.
No, they got, and it's more than just that. They have all these other things too that are just awful. They have all sorts of things that are great too, but other animals that are seeming like they're like, oh, that is so cute, and you're gonna die when you pet it. So
See, that's the thing. And they'd all show up to the airport the minute I got off the plane, and I wouldn't even be able to enjoy any of Australia. I'd just be like, we've come here to kill you. Done.
Yeah. So tomorrow we have more tickets to give away. All you have to do, if you didn't get in on the phone, is go over to the I-95 app and put in platypus. You can do that.
Good luck spelling that. Yep.
Spelling doesn't matter. You can just put, you can put the P thing, that animal with the P in its name. Do that. There's two of them. If you want to get right down to
There are
it.
2 P's in platypus,
Yeah.
correct? Yes.
So that's all you got to do. Head right over right now and put that in at the I-95 app. We'll have more Bret Michaels tickets tomorrow, I-95. I had no idea that we ever had any Renaissance fairs in Maine, let alone that now we're having our 5th annual. I feel bad for not
For
knowing
real?
that. Yeah, I don't know. It's not my jam.
We
I got
have
nothing
a lot.
against it.
Yeah, no, we have a lot of people who participate in those things, and in particular, just in little societies kind of
Sure.
off to the side that do reenactions and battles and things like that, and reenactments. That's the reenactments.
Thank you.
It's a pretty big deal, and the Renaissance fairs are cool as all get out. You've got local artisans, you've got people who kind of have continued that genre of lost art of blacksmithing and just food prep for back in the day. So it's really, I'm surprised you've never gone because it's a really fun time.
What I love, I've seen memes, and I assume it's true somewhere on occasion. They'll have these Renaissance fairs, and then people will show up in Star Trek clothes and act like they're from the future or whatever they're checking out.
That's fun.
Like that's
I think
probably the way I would do it.
everybody that I mean, I've never been to the full-fledged fairs, but I've been to little kind of offshoots of them, and everybody there, I mean, primarily they're in costume, and it's great. A lot of these people make their own costumes, and it's just there's skills that are amazing that have been lost to time, except for many of these guys who treat it as a hobby or like almost a way of life.
Yeah.
It's really different and it's really fun.
Sure. I mean, some of the things they're going to have jousting.
Yeah, they are.
And, I'm sure, like you said, there'll be all the blacksmithing and that kind of thing. I'm always fascinated by that sort of stuff. I like watching.
And the costumes and the food.
Yeah.
And just everybody's a wench. I love that.
It looks like Ewan the Wandering Wizard will be there. So
Fantastic.
I think that's great. This is a great list of performers. This is in July. Actually, it's 2 weekends in a row in July. In Acton at the Acton Fairgrounds. So if anybody's interested in that. Well, if Ian was still living up here, he'd probably go to that in a heartbeat. That's his jam.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. So check it out if that is what you want to do this summer. We got the info, ticket links, the whole 9 yards at i95rocks.com or the app.